Conformity is overvalued in the world we live in. Society wants us to fit in and play by the rules without asking why. But some people choose the Sigma path, which is different. The Sigma male is an individualist who makes his own rules that are different from what most people think is right. He doesn't care what other people think and instead looks to himself for approval. He's the kind of guy that alpha males envy and beta males look up to. Here are 10 rules that all Sigma males must follow. 1. They don't try to be popular. Sigma men don't like to play social games or fight for power. Instead, they prefer to work on their own goals. They don't care about being part of the in crowd or getting approval from what other people think. They don't play the social game. Instead, they focus on their own goals. Sigma males don't let what other people think and say about them affect them, for better or for worse. They know that everyone has the right to their own opinion, but that it doesn't have to affect how they live. Instead, they trust their instincts and inner strength to lead them in the right direction. People often call them the lone wolves of society, but Sigma males know that it's not about being alone. It's about finding their own path and living a life with meaning. They don't worry about what other people will say or think when they make decisions. This makes them stand out right away, which is why Sigma men have an air of mystery and charm about them. They don't care if they're popular or not. All they want is to live a balanced and happy life. 2. They are not afraid to say no. Sigma males are independent and strong-willed people who don't like being told what to do. They know how important they are and won't let anyone else control them or tell them what to do. Even if they aren't always liked, people respect them because they are strong. Sigma men have strong personalities and know how to say no to people, whether it's their boss, family, or friends. They don't turn people down just because they can, but only when it's necessary and possible to do so. Some people get angry when they don't get what they want, but Sigma men know that sometimes they have to say no. They don't try to make everyone happy, which makes them strong on their own. Most people go through life without ever saying no, but a Sigma is not afraid to take charge of his life and make hard decisions. Even though it can be hard to say no sometimes, it is often the best way to protect yourself and stay true to your own beliefs. 3. They are able to take full responsibility for their life and actions. Being a fully responsible person has nothing to do with luck, money, or anything else that comes from the outside. It means taking responsibility for your life and decisions and not blaming other people. This means being honest with yourself and taking responsibility for both the good and bad results of your choices. It means realizing that you are responsible for everything that happens in your life, no matter what happens. A Sigma man doesn't blame anyone or anything else for where he is now, so you need to stop looking for excuses and realize that you are the only one responsible for where you are right now. When you really get this idea, your whole life starts to change. This is when you stop letting your circumstances make you a victim. It's when you start to understand that you have control over your own life and can make it what you want. Some Sigma males have had to learn this the hard way, but a lot of them have always thought this way. Personal responsibility is an important part of a Sigma personality, no matter how you came to understand it. It gives you the power to change things instead of just watching them happen. Taking care of yourself is freeing and gives you power. It helps you reach your full potential. 4. They are not easily intimidated. We all know someone who can't stand up for themselves and always backs down when things get hard. Not because they are scared, but because they don't have the courage to stand up for themselves. On the other hand, Sigma males have a strength inside of them that lets them keep their cool even when they are in danger or being scared. When people know how much they are worth, they can stand firm in what they believe, making it hard for anyone to change their minds. This inner strength also helps them get past small disagreements or fights. They know that life is too short to waste time on silly fights, so they just don't get involved. Sigma men don't like to get caught up in drama and bad things. Instead, they prefer to focus on more useful things. Some people might find them scary, but most of the time they only use their strength or power to defend themselves or what they believe in. They just stand up for what's right and won't let bullies or manipulators push them around. They don't get scared easily because they have a strong sense of self-assurance and confidence that helps them stay calm when things get tough. Because of this, people naturally look up to and respect them as leaders. 5. They have respect for themselves and others. This is a big part of being a Sigma, but not many people think about it. Respect for oneself and others is one of the most important parts of being a Sigma male. They know that what they do has effects, so they make sure to think things through before taking action. Respect can be shown in many ways, from the small things you do with your body to the way you talk about other people. Sigma men always make sure that what they say and do matches who they are and what they stand for. They don't like to put people down or insult them because they know it will hurt them and hurt relationships. Sigma men also know how to treat themselves with respect. They don't give in to bad peer pressure or do things that go against what they believe in. Instead, they use their character strength to stay calm in the face of any challenge or criticism. It's like a seesaw. You can only find balance in life if you respect yourself and others. 6. They are unbothered by the opinions of others. Even though it sounds easy, it's actually hard to get good at. Everyone cares about how their friends and family see them, so it's normal to care what other people think. Life is full of different points of view, but Sigma men have learned not to care too much about them. The most important part of being a Sigma is not letting the opinions of others change your decisions or cloud your judgment. Having this point of view can be a real strength in a world where people judge and criticize each other. Everyone has the right to their own opinion, but that doesn't mean you should change your mind about what you know is right. Sigmas don't get too caught up in what other people think of them. Instead, they keep a level head whether they're praised or criticized. This lets them be their own person and live by their own rules in the end. Learning how to care less about what other people think is a skill that gets better with time. When you feel better about yourself, you will be able to ignore what other people think. 7. They never say sorry for being who they are. It's easy to mistake this for arrogance, but it's actually something very different. Being arrogant means thinking you're better than other people when you're not. It's a form of pride that can hurt relationships. On the other hand, being authentic means being happy with who you are and not trying to hide it. It means you accept yourself no matter what and don't try to impress or please other people. When you have this kind of self-confidence and acceptance, you attract good people into your life. Sigma males make an environment where people feel safe to be themselves, which is one reason why women find them so attractive. People who are true to themselves also have a deep sense of inner peace, which makes them seem calm even when other people are upset. Both men and women are drawn to this kind of inner harmony because it makes them feel safe around them. 8. They value their time. Time is the most valuable thing we have. It is limited and we can't get it back once it's gone. Sigmas can set priorities and manage their time based on what is most important when they know this. In a world full of distractions, it can be hard to stay focused on the task at hand. It's easy to get caught up in the latest fashions and lose sight of what's important. We're all guilty of letting outside things get the best of us, so it's important to be aware of how you spend your time. Being aware of where you put your time and energy helps you stay productive and feel like you've done something good. People often think that Sigmas are lonely because they spend a lot of time alone. Sigmas need time alone to keep their minds calm, but they also know when to come out of their shells and interact with the world. They don't hate people, they just like being by themselves. They use this time to rest, think, and get back on track. 9. They can see the good in others. We've had enough of this selfish and greedy world. It's easy to give in to these bad parts of society, but Sigma males have a special ability to see past people's flaws. People don't judge people harshly or unfairly because they believe that everyone has something good about them. Sigma men can stay positive and hopeful even when they are surrounded by bad things. They don't let the problems or darkness of other people bring them down. Instead, they do what they can to bring hope and encouragement to every situation. By seeing the good in the people around you, you not only make them feel better, but you also strengthen your own values and self-confidence. You realize that the things you like about other people are things you should have yourself. This helps Sigma men stay on their paths and keep their feet on the ground. It's easy to get caught up in the chaos of life, so take a step back and look at the good intentions of others. Inspiring others with your hope and positivity not only helps you stay on your path, but it also gives others the courage and strength to follow theirs. 10. Maintaining a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the idea that anything can be done with hard work, dedication, and persistence. It's about recognizing your talents and potential, but more importantly, it's about developing them through hard work and persistence. Sigmas are able to think outside the box, which helps them make brave decisions. They are not afraid to question the way things are and come up with new ideas. For Sigma men, every challenge is a chance to grow as a person. They never settle for good enough and always try to do better than they did yesterday. When they have a growth mindset, they are more likely to push their limits and reach new heights. Even though it is important to celebrate successes, Sigma believes that the real reward comes from knowing that you have done your best and are always getting better.